Good morning everybody, welcome back to another new video. Today is another new comic book day video, and today is actually Thursday. I've already been and got my comic books, I've, bag and boarded them, done all that stuff, but was feeling kind of lazy yesterday. So didn't really do much, did a lot of planning for some videos I'm working on as well, but just thought I'd film the intro now, and then just do a quick run through of everything I got. And then also I'm going to play some footage that I filmed over the last few days, just because I did a few things I liked, and yeah, just to fill up this video with more than just, going over the comic books. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in a second when I review the comic book. If you couldn't tell, this is supposed to be a coffee table. There is so much shit on it that it's supposed to be in other places, but it's not. I have an unhealthy habit of just putting new comic books here, my bag of boards are on this. There's also a second layer, like, in here. There's another layer over here. This one has my bag and boards, this one has more comics, I've got my Steam Deck here, I've got trades, I've got tins. It's a mess. This blue filing cabinet, that's where these comic books are supposed to go. So, instead of, actually putting them in there, I'm going to create the limbo zone. Now, what is the limbo zone, you're going to be asking? Well, the limbo zone is essentially this, but in a contained space. So, let me bring you to the other angle. This right here, there's a second level. So this is the first level, second level. This is where the limbo zone is going to be. So all of these comics, they're recent. They're like the last 2-3 weeks of comic book days. So essentially, I want to be reading these. We're not going to talk about my reading habits right now. This is a different problem that I'm not addressing. I'm actually just making a different step. So let's address that another time. But I want to make this space here a place where I can just put all of this there. Now you might be asking, Sean, how are you going to do that? Well, with the most simple way to store comic books. A short box. Now this was, I think, one of my first short boxes. I think my first one was just a plain white one. Then I got a Power Rangers one, which is actually over there. Let me grab that for you. This one, pretty sick, I know. But we're not going to be using that one. We're using because that one's slightly longer, but we're using my free comic book day Spider-Man one. Oh, it doesn't say on that side, it says on this side though. But yeah, essentially this area here, so actually don't mind this. This is just a binder for Pokemon cards. So we got mug and a cup, we've got a manga omnibus, we've got boards, tape for the bag and boards, we've got deodorant that I don't use, we've got more comics. Essentially, this is just here because I'm lazy. That's the only reason it's here. So, what we're going to do is all the comic books here, all the comic books here, all the comic books here, and anywhere else I've decided to leave them, I'm actually just going to put this here, and I'm going to stack it in there. And as I pick one out to read each comic book day, or each day, I then whack it over there when I'm done. Because I don't like to... I think the main issue is I like to separate what I've read and what I haven't read, or what I want to read and what I have read. So in there, I'm not going to say I've read most of it, because that's just an absolute lie, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stare at this camera and go, yeah, I've read almost every single comic book I own. I haven't. I'm like 500 issues behind in my collection, but we don't talk about that. But so essentially, the filing cabinet there is the end result. That's where I just store it and keep it in there. And then I put these here because I'm like, no, I'm not going to go over there, get it out, read it, and then put it back in. So this is just going to go there. Everything that I just put in there is Probably from, like I said earlier, from the last 3 weeks of comic books. This pile here, this one, this is actually all of my indie. I was just, not this one obviously, that's DC. I was rebagging them because they had the right boards for the way I do them, but they had the self-sealing bags. I don't like that shit. Get out of here. So I was just redoing that. So that will go in the cabinet. So that is, let's whack that here for now. But everything is in there except for this pile because I think this is 2 weeks old. This one. Green Lantern, all that stuff. You can probably see a few things. Oh, I haven't read this Wonder Woman yet. But yeah, I need to actually tape these up, then I'll whack them in there, and then I'll just gradually read through that this week. And then, I think, whack that in there actually. I had 2 trades on my thing. I got The Moon is Following Us. I actually bought this last Wednesday because I finished Do a Powerbomb and I don't have any other Daniel Warren Johnsons that I wanted to read, so I got that because that was the only one I could find in a... They didn't have any at my LCS, so I had to go to the other one that I sometimes go to. So I got that, and then I pre-ordered I think Murder Falcon, either Murder Falcon or Extremity, from my LCS. So might get that this Wednesday, not too sure, but I also did pre-order or order in, not pre-order because they're already out. I ordered in the volume 2, 3 and 4 of Geiger because I'm pulling that now and I need to catch up ASAP. Wait, 4? No, it wouldn't be 4 because it's only at 20, so 1, 2 and 3. So no, 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 will hopefully be there this Wednesday. So that'll be good. Really enjoyed this. But yeah, I read Do a Powerbomb last week. I do actually have a single issue of it. Not because I had read it. I just saw it and I was like, that's kind of sick. Literally didn't know anything about Daniel Warren Johnson at the time. Well, I knew something about him. I didn't know anything about Do a Powerbomb, but I read it, and now that I have this, I'm like, holy shit, it was straight peak. If you've read Do a Powerbomb, you know. If you read Daniel Warren Johnson, you know. But yeah, I have issue 6 right there. I think I'm going to put that up there. Speaking of, I'm going to take a few of them down later and switch them out with some things. I got a few variant covers from other things. I think I bagged and boarded some on the time lapse that I might want to put up there. I need to decide. I need to decide what's coming down. Also, the absolute column there, I need to fill that out. But yeah, absolutely peak. And then, also yeah, other trade. The Last Ronin. I actually have the triple box set, the trilogy box set, and I was reading this because I want to read The Last Ronin. So I believe I'm 3 chapters in, so I think I'm halfway through. Peak. But yeah, I haven't really been reading much, which is really bad. I think because I was reading much. Well, I say I haven't been reading much. I was reading most of the week, and then when work happens, like I sort of get out of that like sort of creative swing, which is really bad because I don't like that. I like to be creative. I like to read. I like to intake creativity. So yeah, I got about halfway through that, stopped reading it because I had to work, and obviously it was Valentine's Day, so Friday and Saturday were insane. So yeah, I work in hospitality, so I guess that's as much as I'm going to give you. So, but yeah, I haven't finished that, but halfway through, really enjoying it. Then I have Lost Years and Re-Evolution? Is that what it's called? Oh, The Last Ronin 2, essentially. But yeah, I need to tape these up. Actually, I think I read 1 or 2 of these that I'll talk about quickly. Didn't read that. I read this one. That was peak. No. Shame. But, yes, I did read Night Fight number 4, peak. I actually haven't read DCKO 3 or 4 yet, and I have both, so I need to do that. I think I'll do that later on, and like I'll just give my thoughts on it, because I need to be filming something, you know? But yeah. Who did this? Joshua Williamson? The writing is peak, the art is peak. Spoiler warning. Batman's back in the tournament. He's Batman, of course he is. What do you expect? This was the best issue out of all 4 by far. I think that's, you know, Bruce Wayne had to he was living in what he wanted. Essentially, was paradise. He was living in like the Gotham he aspired to make, and Damian did that, and he had to obviously let Damian win in order for him to get out of the mind of Colossus, or the grasp of Colossus. Not Colossus, fucking Apocalypse. Is that his name? Bro, I'm so bad at remembering names. But yeah, this was peak. 5 out of 5. If you haven't read DCKO Night Fight, you need to. It's my first DC event, but it's peak, and it's my favorite. I think DCKO Night Fight is better than KO just general. But like I said, I've only read 2 of the 4, and I've read all 4 of this 4. So, but yeah, let me tape these up, whack them in the limbo zone, and then I'll show you from the actual proper angle you're supposed to see it from. Oh yeah, look what I found. What do you know about? Yeah, cheer. What you know about that? Oh. Bag taping has been done. I'm about to put, well, I already put the indies in there. I'm about to put this one in there because I've already read it, but I'm about to take some out and put them in the limbo box. And also some that I want to read tonight. So, got to make sure, well, you kind of get to see how well, you don't get to see exactly how, but I've got semi-good organization. Where's the other DCKOs? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So, let me bring out... Wait, why is 1 so far away from 3 and 4? Oh, are they both in there, maybe? Oh, 1 and 2 are now there. I need to sort out the DCKO section. It is not in order at all. Most of it is. I think I can... I pride myself on actually having like a semi-organized space for my comics. Actually, I think there is another one in there that I can take out. It's so bad that not only am I like going through all of this not having read it. Is that number 1? Issue 2, I haven't read that one. Oh, shit. Look, do not judge me for what I have and haven't read. Haven't read any or no. Actually, I want to read these today. I want to read Exodus 8 and 9, because number 10 comes out in 2 weeks. Oh, yeah! I think. I could have just given you completely wrong information. Look at that. Peak! That's going on the wall. Absolute Zatanna. What you talking? And this one. And this one. Oh yeah, I'm just showing you some shit I've got now. DNA Color Bleed Spider-Man. Oh yeah. Want to read this? DCKO 3. Boom. You might have seen these earlier. Got some DCKO 4. This is DCKO 2. Harley Quinn and Lobo. Daniel Moore Johnson. D-Dubs. Another D-Dubs. Boom. Absolute Trinity. That's going on the wall. Actually, let me put that there. And we have the foil variant of DCKO 4 with the absolutes. I didn't realise it was foil when I bought it, so kind of meh. So I don't think I'm going to put that on. Oh, read this. That's peak. Absolutely peak. I want to read the new Absolute Wonder Woman annual. Haven't read that yet. And DCKO 4. Boom. Bleeding Hearts DCKO Vertigo. First Vertigo I've ever read. It's peak. And then Matt Fraction's Batman #6. I thought it was really good. I've heard some contention online that some people don't like it, but I thought it was peak. We got spoiler warning. Essentially, Tim Drake has quit being Robin. I took that as in like he's now going to like sort of pursue the same thing that Dick Grayson did, where he's going to become Red Robin, I think. Because I know that Tim Drake is Red Robin. That was his like Nightwing or Red Hood. But I don't know if he was Red Robin already and now he's taking a break from that. I don't know. I mean, we know why he's taking a break. He just wants to go explore the world. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like this issue and they actually dropped it. I thought it was peak. I'm really enjoying it. I thought the last issue was good as well, so that's still on the pull list. But this needs to go in here. Boom. And then Vertigo. I'm just going to whack it here for now. Oh. Alright. There we go. There. That is in there. There are some things that I know I want to be reading. Captain America 6. I need to read 5 and 6 actually. Because I know 7 comes out in 2 days. I haven't read Rogue yet. I need to do that. I'm taking out a lot. I might not read them all today. I will definitely read them before Wednesday. This area behind me still needs to be done. But, like I said, I'm going to sift through this in a bit. But, instead of reading all that I just took out and like giving myself too much of a challenge, I'm committing to reading both of these right now. Rook Exodus 8 and 9. Because Rook Exodus is peak. So, that's why. And then the rest I've put in the limbo box. Hold on. Let me angle down so you can see the limbo box. There we go. You still, oh shit, you can still see me. Yeah, I put the rest in here, and what I'm going to do is might film it, might not. At least every video I'm going to go 3 things out here, and read them. Actually, wait, let me. First of all, that's upside down, so I don't know what you're doing. Let me DCK 3 and 4. So 4 things, I'm okay with committing to that. Both DCKOs are actually going to be a bit longer, so they'll be time consuming, but we're going to start this read off with Rook Exodus number 8. And I'm going to sit back and read. Tapping in to peak. Oh, hell yeah. Is it a stag? Boom! We got, well, it's not the first appearance of stag, but peak right here. We got, I didn't really know how to like communicate how I feel about things, which is really bad. But once again, peak, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. I don't care what scaling you give me. I'm gonna do the top number. Rogue Exodus is peak. Like I said, stag coming in at the end. Issue 9 is about to be a banger. But yeah, I just think the world building of Rook Exodus is just right up my alley. The dystopian part of it, the sort of like sci-fi part of it is chef's kiss. Plus Jeff Johns is just an incredible writer. Jason Fairbox's an incredible artist. Let me just show you. Pumbaa looks like he's fucking down. We can't lose Pumbaa. No. Oh yeah. Look at that. Stag in the next issue, bro. He's so cool. Dual katanas. Helmet's sick. Next up, Rock Exodus 9. Time to tap in once again to peak. Oh my god. I think that might be my favorite issue. I think that might be my favorite issue of Rock Exodus so far. I mean, we didn't actually get any stag, really. We got a little bit. But we have the spider warden. And turns out he's been taken over by the spider people. And, well, he's the one, well, the spider people, well, not spider people, the spiders are the one that destroyed the world engine. And they're just using the guy as a host. They're keeping, like, he's suffering inside this helmet. Which gives us hope for Bloodhound, because now it kind of feels like the helmet's just controlling that person and they're like still in there. So that gives us hope for Bloodhound. And but yeah, absolute comic. Well, not this one, but that was peak. Do I want to read these? Maybe in a bit. I think I read them. Gonna give it a little bit till that. But yeah, that was Rock X. So, time-lapse has been done. Comics are on the wall. Had a hat put on my head. You may notice I've left space for 4 more. I was gonna put some DNA up. I've already put 1 with the Duo Powerbomb issue 6. So, for now, I want to keep, first of all, these spots here, 1 and 2, clear, because I'm waiting for the Mattia de Ulis cover and the David Nakayama cover for Absolute Wonder Woman, and then these 2, I'm not sure yet, but I want to keep this sort of 3 absolute. So I'm trying to figure what I want to do for those 2, because I don't know right now, you know? But overall, happy to go over the changes. I have changed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When I've only changed 4, but I've put up 7. So we've got the Power Rangers Prime issue 3, the Power Rangers Turbo homage. We have Absolute Wonder Woman 14 with the main woman herself, Diana of Themyscira. We have Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood Scotty Young variant. We have issue 16 of Absolute Wonder Woman with the Absolute Zatanna first appearance right there, I believe. Wait, no. Just don't judge me. Duo Powerbomb issue 6 by Daniel Moore Johnson. I bought this before I even read Duo Powerbomb. It was peak. If you haven't read Duo Powerbomb, read it right now. Yeah, we have DNA color block variant for Spider-Man, for the Amazing Spider-Man issue 21, and we also have the Cyberpunk 2077 Chrome variant by an artist which I have forgotten. Oh wait, no, I also added these 2. Shit, I added 9 variants. Okay. We also have the Dan Panocean variant. Is Dan Panocean right? Yeah, Dan Panocean's variant for Absolute Superman issue 7, and the DCKO issue 4 silhouette of the Absolute Trinity. I'll give you a second to admire it. It's beautiful, isn't it? But I will eventually find 4 covers to fit in there. But for now, it's staying blank. But I think the gap was nice for a time, but I think I outgrew it. I wanted to use the real estate to display Absolute peak. It is time to go over the pulls for this week. Now, in my hand, I do have 3 trades, and yes, I did pick them up yesterday, but that is besides the point, because right now we are going over the single issues that I got. And I know it's been a few... Okay, it's been almost 2 months since my last video, but I'm not going to be going over all of everything I picked up the last month. I have been picking up everything. I did get a few trades here and there. I got, I think, a manga or 2, but all will be revealed in coming videos. I've got ideas. If you see this giant stack right here, that's a hint to a upcoming video I'm working on. But So we're going to go over the pulls for this week. Let me just turn off the iPad. I was watching Jacksepticeye's Resident Evil series. I don't play scary games, but I'll definitely watch the Irishman play them. Anyway, here we go. It is time for New Comic Book Day pull list. First up on the agenda is a issue I should have got, I think, a month ago. It is TMNT issue 15. Didn't manage to get that till yesterday, but still hyped about that. Very excited to tap into TMNT when I get some time. Absolute Flash, issue 12. I'm all caught up on Flash. Surprising, I know. I'm so excited for this issue. I think issue 11 was like a 5 out of 5 I gave it on League. Yeah, super excited for this issue. And yeah, can't wait to see what's going on with Thorn and Barry. Not Barry, dumbass. Wally. Next up is Absolute Superman. Not quite caught up yet. I think I'm 4 issues behind, which is a lot better than the 8 I was the other day. But yeah, looking forward to Superman. Not on this arc just yet. I'm still on the Ra's al Ghul arc, but I think I'm like 2 issues away from being done with that. Still, Absolute Superman is peak, and yeah, can't wait to tap into that in like a week. I reckon I'll be able to do it this week. Next, we got The Amazing Spider-Man Death Spiral Part 2 of 9, or The Amazing Spider-Man number 23. I was skeptical to hop into Death Spiral, but I think I'm going to go to the comic shop and pick up the first part, which I was offered last week and I didn't take it. But I need to go back today to try and find a trade that I'm trying to get, and also I want to get Batgirl because I think they forgot to give it to me yesterday. So going back today, we'll probably just get Death Spiral 1 of 9 because might as well. It will help me connect the story of what I'm pulling. But yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man 23. I am halfway through this series currently. I'm on my catch-up arc. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I think the Hobgoblin arc of The Amazing Spider-Man was pretty good. And then now I'm on the arc where Spider-Man is in space and he just saved Rocket. But yeah, next we have Matt Fraction's Batman issue 7. I've had a flick through this. I have found the fold-out sequence. Absolute peak. Matt Fraction's Batman is one of my favorite pulls that I am on right now, and I can't say enough about it that it's going to make it better than it already is. But yeah, super excited to tap into that later. But yeah, and I think the pick of the day is the DCKO finale, issue 5. Boom, we got it right there. I can't tell you how excited I am to read this. Usually I read something on New Comic Book Day, but yesterday I was just not feeling anything. Honestly, I felt a bit sick. But today, tapping into that without a doubt. Oh yeah, DCKO 5, super hyped about that. Next, we got Nova Centurion, issue 5. Again, another issue 5. I am a few behind on this, but I really enjoyed the first 2. And yeah, definitely tapping into that. Nova's one of my favorite characters. I actually have the Sam Alexander Volume 1 that I need to tap into, but haven't got around to that. We got Power Rangers Prime, issue 15. Not caught up on this one, even slightly. But I will be caught up by the end. Like I said, it's the same with Ultimates. I'm keeping my promise. I'm catching up to Power Rangers Prime, and I'm catching up to Ultimates by the last issue. Power Rangers Prime is, what, a month away? So, yeah. That's a challenge, but I'm here for it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones, and then, again, another issue 5. I'm all caught up on this, actually. I have read all 4 issues. This is the finale. No, there's one more. It's this one. Then issue 6 is the finale. I'm really enjoying this. I like the plot of it. I like how, I don't know. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but actually, you know what? No. I am very interested to see the origin of the snow leopard. And we got a little bit of it in one of the previous issues. But I really want to see, like, the development of not only Casey, but the snow leopard in, like, their journey with this drug that's being spread around. Penultimate comic, we have Shadows of Tomorrow, Moonstar. I know absolutely nothing about Moonstar. Didn't even know she was an X-Men. Didn't even know about her existence. But, like I said, I'm tapping into issue 1s. If I like it, I'm going to pull it. So, I'm actually kind of excited about this. I haven't really read much X-Men in general because it's so convoluted and there's so many like going on at once. Like there's a bunch of single character issues going on right now. There's United X-Men that's coming out next week, I believe. There's so much, and honestly, it's a bit daunting, but getting these singular character runs is kind of my thing. So I'm gonna get into that, and then maybe when there's like an anticipated X-Men run, I'll hop into that. And then last but definitely not least, I think this is the finale for Daredevil Punisher issue 5, The Devil's Trigger. I really enjoyed the first two. I don't know why I didn't continue it, but 3, 4, and 5 definitely going to tap into, especially because I am pulling Punisher issue 1 and what is it? Punisher issue 1 and the new Daredevil run as well. Was I supposed to get Punisher this week or last week? I'm not entirely sure, but I did get it. It is somewhere. If it's supposed to be this week, it's somewhere. I can't find it though. But yeah, that is all the single issue pickups this week. I do have another few little things I got from the comic shop. I pre-ordered, or I put an order in for Geiger. I got volume 2 2 weeks ago, I think. And then number 3 and 4 took a few weeks to get here just because they were on back order. But we got Geiger volume 3 and volume 4 right here. Geiger's absolutely peak. And what I didn't realize was volume 1 was actually like a trial limited run, and then 2 is actually the run that we're currently on. So got to tap into this catch up so I can get into the continuous, or the continue, I don't know what I'm trying to say, get to the current run of ongoings, because I've got 17, 18, 19, 20 and 21. But yeah, tapping into these. Might have to read online between, what is it? Oh wait, I only need to read 16. So if I get the single issue of 16, I can just read singles. Sweet. Hell yeah. And then I saw this on my way out of the comic book shop actually. I've heard about this, the Power Fantasy. And I was like, I genuinely do not know a single thing about this. But I went past it, I was like, oh, I've heard of this. Looked at the art looks incredible. Let me show you the page where I was like, yeah, this page. I flicked to this randomly. I thought it was stunning. And just the general art throughout it is incredible. I love the colours, the impact. Oh, the impact art is incredible. Look at that. But yeah, I am excited to get into this. I know it's a ongoing currently. I know there was an issue, not an issue, but like there was an issue yesterday. Didn't pick it up because I wanted to tap into this first. But if I see it there today, I might pick it up. But yeah, Power Fantasy. Is it Volume 1 or is it just Volume 1 Power Fantasy? Cannot wait to tap into that. And yeah, I think I did buy a few other things actually yesterday. Just because I was on my treating myself arc. Yeah, got a few records actually yesterday. Just because I wanted to expand my collection. Was only going to get like one. But, you know, when there's a deal, I got to get it. So, first one I got. This one was not in the deal. I've wanted it for a long time. Because, me personally, I love Michael Jackson's music. I think it's incredible. We got Michael Jackson's #1s. Boom. We got the double vinyl right there. It's 2 solid red vinyls. Let me get one out for you. Look at this. I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of red vinyls, but hey, I've got more colourful vinyls than I do black vinyls. Just because, yeah, a lot of soundtracks I have. I've got a lot of limited editions. But yeah, first one I picked up was Michael Jackson's #1s. Next up, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 soundtrack. Now, this soundtrack has always been incredible since I went to see this film. Since I went and saw this film, fucking English. Since I went and saw this film in cinemas, incredible. The soundtrack is amazing. I've seen this so many times when I just go into browse at the record shop, and today I pulled the trigger. This is what I originally was just going to get. Then I realized this was on like a deal. And so I was like, I'm a sucker for a deal, you know? There's not really a time I'm not going to go for the deal if I can. Next, we got, you know, a classic from my childhood. We got Bruno Mars, Do Whips and Hooligans. Just a nice casual one I can whack on in the background sometimes, you know. It's got basically every song I grew up on from him. Boom. And yeah, this was part of the deal, so I was like, yeah, why not? It was basically free if you think about it. And then lastly, a bit of a controversial one, I have Falling in Reverse's, what was the fucking name? Falling in Reverse's Popular Monster album. It's only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's got 11 songs on it. Yeah. I mean, not much I can really say about this. I just like their music. I don't know how I feel about this man right here. But music's good, and I picked up that one as well. But I think that means I'm signing off the video now. Thank you very much for watching my new comic book day video, guys. It's been a little while since I posted one. We know my track record with consistency is just not very good. But I didn't put much effort in this one. Well, I'm not gonna say I didn't put much effort, but this one is a bit clobbered together. It's not very thought out. I didn't have a lot of time. Vibes were down yesterday, didn't feel very well, but I'm gonna try and get this one uploaded before I have to go to work tonight, and then I have a video in the works that I'm actively working on. I've filmed some stuff already, planning it out, everything, so keep your eye out for that. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next New Comic Book Day video.